Good morning. This is Charlene. I'm online. Thank you.
Got the wrong agenda. I call it. Hello, is there anybody there?
Morning, this is Lorene. I'm on the line.
Lorraine, are there any other delegates on the line?
Pardon me?
Any other law order committee members on the line?
Not yet.
Delegate James on the line.
Morning, Chairwoman. Auto Cell. I'm in the line. Thank you.
Okay, I should say, we do have a quorum at this time. And start the meeting. From the office of
Effective. Vic. Anybody there?
Hello, so I'm here. This is Lorene.
Ja, Loreen. So, det är Burnside. Det är state.
I have 3 members on the line. Eugenia, Charles, Newton, and Autoso, yourself, and James.
So,
hang on
we're
there.
start the meeting. We're burning
But
daylight.
Hey,
is there a
hang on.
being at this meeting or not?
I'm not sure. I think they are.
Because I think I'm on that agenda. Can you check it out for me? If it is, text me the number.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, you think so?
Hey.
Hey, you are on the agenda. Oh, the legislation.
To quit up in number.
Special. Nothing.
What? Leadership, page.
4,002-21.
00. Say it again. Oh yeah. 02.
02.
Oh, that one.
Oh, yeah, that's on the agenda.
Okay, see if I can get their number so I can.
Don't leave just yet. I think we're going to have a short meeting today. So again, we call this meeting to order at 10:11. I did get a hold of Manuel to let him know that nobody from Legislative Services is on the line. This meeting has to be recorded. So I'm going to call again. Is there anybody from Legislative Services who's recording this meeting?
Supposed to be recording the meeting.
Hello?
Hi, Madam Chair. Hi, Madam Chair. This is Timothy Benali with the Office of the Speaker. We are recording the meeting, and it is live on YouTube.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thank you, Timothy, for letting us know. So with that, we'll go ahead and proceed forward to the roll call. I'll go ahead and do the roll call at this morning since we didn't have a response back from Lorraine. Honorable Vince James, are you present?
I'm here. This is Maureen.
Honorable Vince James, can you tell me if you're present in your location?
Delegate James, present. Ganado.
Thank you, Shanella. Honorable James. Honorable Eugene So.
I'm over here at Burnside, present.
Honorable Eugene So is present. Honorable Otto So.
I am present. I am on I-40 passing Navajo, making my way into Winter Rock. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Otto So. Honorable Edmund Yazzie. Honorable Edmund Yazzie. Honorable Edmund Yazzie is absent. Has any committee members or anybody from staff heard from Honorable Edmund Yazzie?
Haven't heard from him. This is Lorene.
Okay.
This
So
is
with
Sherelle.
that,
I haven't heard from him.
This is Honorable Charles Newton, Chair for Law and Order Committee. I am present. My location is Shiprock, New Mexico. So with that, we'll go ahead and move forward to the invocation. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and say a quick prayer on behalf of the Law and Order Committee. We thank you for all your blessings. We thank you for coming into our life. We thank you for watching over us, for keeping us safe, for giving us the snow that is nourishing the earth and also nourishing the land so that things can grow from it and that can provide water and life. We thank you at this time for all of your good blessings, those that we appreciate and that we take into our hearts wholeheartedly, and then those that we question, those that we don't understand, but those that we learn later teaches us about things. So we thank you for all of that. We thank you for this day, for allowing us to get up, to be able to breathe that air, to be able to be in good health, to be able to have all of our senses intact, and to be able to do the things that we do to come together here at this time. We thank you, God, for all your good blessings, all of them that we see, all of them that we feel, all of them that we hear, all of them that we know are here with us at this time. So we thank you for all of that. God, we ask of you here that you help all of the people who are sick at this time, those who have COVID, those who have the flu, even those who have regular head colds at this time, God, the people who are struggling to feel better here at this time, we ask that you look down upon them, that you bless them with your good mercies, that you bless them in a good way, that you help them to get past this, and that you help them to be able to appreciate their lives, to appreciate their blessings. We ask this of you here at this time, God. We also ask that you bless the elders here in our community who are struggling at this time, those who wake up each and every day, who continue to fight, who continue to teach us, who continue to show us these good ways. We pray that you bless them here at this time. And all of the people here on the Navajo Nation, everyone here, all of our Navajo people, those who are living on and those who are living off the nation, we ask that you bless them in a good way here this morning. God, we appreciate everything that you do for us. We ask that you continue to keep us in your mercy, that you continue to shine your light upon each and every single one of us as we walk this earth, and that you keep us in the good ways. We pray to you this way. All of our worries, all of our needs, all of our wants, we're going to give it to you here at this time, God, and we're going to meet you halfway, and we're going to ask you to take care of it here for us. We pray to you this way in your name. Amen. Okay, thank you, Law and Order Committee members. We are now moving down to item number 2 on the agenda, recognizing guests and visiting officials. I'd like to first ask, do we have any other delegates who are on the line at this time? Okay, can we have people identify themselves who are on the line?
Good morning. This is Charlene Jumbo.
Good morning. This is Lorraine Spencer.
Good morning, Chair
Good morning.
and OLC members. Go ahead. Good morning, Chair, members of LOC. Davis Silver from OPBP. I'll be listening in.
Good morning, this is Sherelle Doto.
Okay, is that everybody that we have on the line at this time? I know I just now received a text message from Hope McDonald Lone Tree, who is also on the line here with us this morning. So with that, we'll go ahead and move forward to item number 3 on the agenda, review and adopt the agenda. Can I get a motion? Oh, I'm sorry, hold on. Lorraine, can you go ahead and read the agenda into the record, please?
On order, members.
Lorraine, we can't hear you. I think you're having some problems with your phone, so I'm going to go ahead. If the committee members don't object, I'm going to go ahead and read the agenda into the record at this time. This is the agenda of the Law and Order Committee for the 24th Navajo Nation Council. This is a special meeting held teleconference on January 19th, 2021. It is started at 10:11 when the meeting was called to order. Presiding is Honorable Eugenia Charles Newton, Chairwoman. Honorable Otto So, Vice Chairperson. Location via teleconference. We have present with us Honorable Eugenia Charles Newton from Shiprock, New Mexico. Honorable Vince James from Ganado, Arizona. Honorable Eugene So from Burnside, Arizona. Honorable Otto So, who is on I-40 passing Navajo here on the Navajo Nation. Honorable Edmund Yazi, who is absent. Number 1, call meeting to order. Roll call and invocation. Number 2, recognize guests and visiting officials. Number 3, review and adopt agenda. Number 4, review and adopt the journal. Number 5, receiving reports. First report is from Jesse Delmar, Executive Director from the Navajo Nation Department of Public Safety regarding the listing from January 11th, 2021, requested by Law and Order Committee, which consists of businesses that are broken into throughout the Navajo Nation, various issues on death rates on the Navajo Nation related to COVID-19 and non-related deaths. How much security do we have in Washington, D.C.? We have individuals from the Navajo Nation that work in D.C., have a medicine man do a prayer for our people, provide a listing of position numbers with the hazardous pay from the Division of Public Safety, provide a report on how many police officers are actually on patrol on each shift. What is the Navajo Nation Police Department doing to hire more police officers and building more substations instead of building one massive high-cost complex? B, others. Item number 6 on the agenda, old business. Item number 7, under new business, we have legislation number 0292-20, which is A. B is to discuss the point of contact regarding new public safety housing with the Navajo Division of Public Safety and others that will be involved in planning stages. C, approve work session between Law and Order Committee and Health, Education, Human Services Committee on February 2nd, 2021 at 9:00 a.m. via teleconference. 8, closes the meeting, announcement, and adjournment. This is what's listed on the agenda for the Law and Order Committee for January 19th, 2021. So with that, committee members, the agenda has been read into record. I'd like to ask at this time for a motion.
Vice Chair motion.
Vice Chair Honorable Otto So makes the motion. Can I get a second?
Delegate James.
Honorable Vince James, second. So with that, committee members, are there any questions, any comments, or any amendments that need to be made to the agenda at this time?
Chairwoman.
Honorable Otto So, go ahead.
Yes, I have a question. Is Delmar not going to make it today? And if that's the case, let's kick the can down the road to the next meeting. Let's defer that to the next meeting, Mr. Delmar's report. The other is that I believe Mr. I'm not too sure if RDC reached out to LLC related to the to a meeting relating to the joint meeting. So that was just one request that I was asking if RDC reached out to us. They did set a meeting. I'm not too sure what day, but I guess we can go ahead and have our ears out for that. So thank you.
Honorable Otto So, just for clarification, Director Delmar did contact me yesterday evening to inform me that he did have a family emergency. He shared that family emergency with me, but because we are on the World Wide Web, I don't believe that it's my position to share that information. But I believe I emailed or I texted the committee to inform them of the circumstances that Director Delmar had run into. But you are correct, he will not be making a report today. He did request to have this added to the next agenda item for Law and Order Committee, which is understandable based on the circumstances that he shared last night. So I did tell him that we would do that. So we are going to be removing item 5A, the report from Jesse Delmar. We will be moving that to the next Law and Order Committee meeting. So if you are asking, and then I would like to ask that an amendment be made by one of the committee members to remove 5A, and that way it reflects that that report has been moved to the next Law and Order Committee meeting. The other thing that I also heard from you, Vice Chair Otto So, is that we add the discussion or the approval for a work session with RDC, and I'm trying to look up that email right now. I believe Lorraine should have that information. Lorraine, what day is RDC wanting to do a joint meeting with LOC?
Can you hear me, Madam Chair?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, I believe that meeting's today, and I did send you that email, the one that Shami sent. And they're meeting today, and she said that she's scheduled with Hope Wilson from DNR, and that meeting is today. So the only one that I put on the agenda was Hess. Thank you.
So initially, when RDC did reach out, I did let them know that Law and Order Committee was having a meeting that day. I did email Shami, but it sounds like maybe they never opened that email. I don't know. But I did let them know again that RDC was meeting today at 10 o'clock. So I'm not sure exactly what is going on. It says, I just got an email. It says the meeting will be held on Friday, January 22nd. 2021 at 9 o'clock a.m. It will be a teleconference meeting. So what we'll go ahead and do is we'll add that information to our new business to see if that will work for committee members on that day. So again, we do need an amendment to the agenda to remove item 5A and move that to the next Law and Order Committee meeting, and to add 7D, which is to approve the RDC LOC joint meeting for January 22nd, 2021 at 9:00 a.m. So with that, committee members, what is the will of the committee?
Madam Chair,
Honorable Aroso?
since I have the main motion, and I was hoping that the committee member would at least do the amendment, and call for the amendment 1 to strike out 5A and go ahead and include the for discussion on is it 6B related to in whatever alphabet it's in, so that we could have that discussion or approve the joint meeting with RDC on January 22nd. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Honorable Otto. So can I get a second? Just for clarification, the amendment 1 is to strike 5A and to add 7D as in dog, and that's the discussion on the RDC LOC joint meeting on 1/22/21.
Second, Eugene.
Second by Honorable Eugene So. So with that, committee members, we do have our first amendment to the agenda. If we're ready to proceed, then we can go ahead and go forward with the vote. Lorraine, can you assist us with the roll call vote, please?
Okay, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay. Honorable Otto, how do you vote?
I vote green. Green.
Honorable Vince James, how do you vote?
Delegate James votes green. Thank you.
Honorable Eugene So, how do you vote?
So, thank you.
Honorable Edmund Yazzie, how do you vote? Madam Chair, you have 3 in favor, 0 opposed, and 2 not voting. 1 is the chairwoman and Mr. Honorable Edmund Yazzie. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Lorraine. So to be clear, committee members, amendment 1, we have 3 in favor, 0 opposed, 2 not voting. 1 is the chair, 1 is absent. That's Honorable Edmund Yazzie. The amendment hereby passes. So we'll go ahead and before we proceed forward to the vote on the adoption of the agenda, Lorraine, can you go ahead and read the agenda into the record with the amendment 1?
Madam Chair, excuse me, a quick question.
Honorable Eugene So?
On the BF agenda, if when they call me, I'm going to jump off this meeting for a few minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Eugene So. I think we'll be done before then. Lorraine, go ahead and read the agenda into the record with the amendment.
Okay, members of the LOC. So under receiving report A is deleted and will be on the next agenda meeting. And then you have I 7 new business. You have a new D. Will be joint meeting with LOC and RDC on January 22nd, 2021 at 9 a.m. That will be a work session or a joint meeting. Madam Chair.
Thank you for that, Lorraine. So with that, committee members, that is the agenda that is before us. So we do have a motion, Honorable Otto So, a second made by Honorable Vince James. Can I get, are there any other questions, comments, or amendments that need to be made at this time?
Madam Chair.
Yes, Hope. I'm sorry, Hope. We're getting ready to vote. Can this wait?
I was just going to say Nabi is scheduled for Friday.
I didn't see that on the calendar.
That's the word that I got from Manuel.
So, Hope, it was changed from Thursday to Friday?
That's correct.
Okay, thanks.
I'll look for the
Madam
email
Chair?
and forward it.
Actually, we just got the 12th revision of the January calendar, and it looks like nothing is scheduled for Thursday. Honorable Otto, so go ahead.
Yes, well, let's just go ahead and schedule it, and usually Nabi would supersede committee meetings. I believe that's how it goes. So then they'll just cancel it.
Okay, yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. We'll just go ahead and proceed forward with the vote, and then that way they know that we do want to have this meeting. So with that, again, committee members, we do need a vote on the agenda. We're going to go ahead and proceed forward with that. Lorraine, can you help us with the roll call vote, please?
Honorable Otto, so how do you vote?
I vote green.
Honorable Rich James, how do you vote?
Delegate James votes green.
Honorable Eugene So, how do you vote?
So, thank you.
Honorable Edwin Yalzi, how do you vote?
Who?
Madam Chair, 3 in
Oh,
favor, and 2
What then?
not voting.
Okay,
1
for
is the chairwoman, and 1 is Honorable Edwin Yalzi, absent.
For the people
Thank you.
listening in, can you make sure your phones are on mute, please? So with that, the vote, 3 in favor, 0 opposed, 2 not voting, 1 is the chair, and 1 is absent. That's Honorable Edmund Yazzie. So with that, committee members, we do have an agenda before us. We will go ahead and proceed forward to the next item on the agenda. Item number 4, review and adopt the journal. There is none. Item number 5, receiving reports. There is none. Lorraine, can you please make sure that this item on the agenda gets added onto the next item on the agenda? That was the before it was deleted, 5A. We're moving down to item 5B, others. There's none. Item 6, old business. There is none. Item number 7, new business. We have legislation number 0292-20. Do we have the sponsor, Honorable Daniel So, on the line? This is the second call. Legislation number 0292-20. Honorable Daniel So, are you on the line? Okay, we have last and final call. Legislation number 0292-20. Sponsored, Delegate Daniel So, are you on the line? Okay, we don't have a sponsor on the line, so we're moving down to item 7B on the agenda. Discuss the point of contact regarding new public safety housing with the Navajo Division of Public Safety and others that will be involved in the planning stages. Because we don't have Director Delmar on the line, this committee can proceed 2 ways. One is we can wait for Director Delmar to give us more information about the discussion that he had with Charles Addington regarding public safety housing that will be built here on Navajo Nation, or we can go ahead and we can proceed forward and we can go ahead and delegate a point of contact for this for the planning stages of the housing. How would the committee like to proceed?
Madam Chair?
Honorable Otto So?
Yes, since this discussion is going to require the leadership of public safety, I'm going to defer this. I want to request to defer this report or this 7B to the next meeting. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Honorable Otto So. So with that, committee members, if there are no objections, we'll just go ahead and defer this to the next Law and Order Committee meeting. Is there anybody here who objects to that? Okay, we'll go ahead and defer this to the next Law and Order Committee agenda. Lorraine, can you please make sure that that gets added to the agenda?
Okay.
Okay, with that,
you.
we're moving down to 7C on the agenda, the approved work session with Law and Order Committee and the Health, Education, Human Services. The meeting at this time is scheduled for February 2nd, 2021 at 10 o'clock a.m. Colleagues, if you may, you might recall we had requested to have a Law and Order Committee meeting and a joint meeting with Health, Education, Human Services on the discussion for detox centers to possibly revert one of the detention centers into a detox facility. We had this discussion a few Law and Order Committee meetings back. Lorraine, do you have that information on your notes? Lorraine, on what day did we discuss the potential work session with Law and Order Committee and HES?
Oh, I don't have the date on this one here. Oh, gosh. Hold on. I believe it was December 7th. And then I sent an email to Beverly Martinez.
Thank you for that, Lorraine.
Thank you.
The Law and Order Committee meeting, Law and Order Committee members, the meeting was on December 7th. And again, this is a discussion on the detox center. We were supposed to have it with HES so that we can invite Department of Public Safety and we can also start moving towards how to make this possible. So again, HES did propose February 2nd. At this time, I believe we don't have the February calendar in front of us for Navajo Nation Council, but at this point I don't see anything scheduled for February 2nd on my end. Committee members, are there any questions regarding this work session?
Madam Chair, I motion for that conversation with Health and Human Service on the 2nd.
Great, thank you so much, Vice Chair. Motion made by Honorable Otto So to approve the work session between Law and Order Committee and the Health, Education, Human Services Committee on February 2nd, 2021 at 9 o'clock a.m. via teleconference. Can I get a second?
Eugene, so.
Honorable Eugene So, second. So with that, committee members, if there's no other questions or comments, we're going to go ahead and proceed forward to the vote. Lorraine, can you go ahead and assist us with the roll call vote, please?
Okay, can you hear me? Honorable Otto, how do you vote?
I vote green.
Honorable Vince James, how do you vote?
Delegate James votes green.
Eugene So.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, with the vote of 3 in favor, 0 opposed, and 2 not voting. 1 is the chair, and 1 is our admin Ozzy, who is absent. Thank you.
Okay, with that, committee members, Lorraine, can you go ahead and email Beverly and let her know that the Law and Order Committee has agreed to the February 2nd, 2021 meeting at 10 o'clock a.m. with HES, and then also if you could let her know the reason why we need to have this meeting. I'm sure you already conveyed that information, but reconvey it again.
Okay, I did, and then their meeting, they set it at 9 a.m.
Yes, and that's what I read into the record. So with that, committee members, we're moving on to 7D, approved work session between Law and Order Committee and RDC, the Resources and Development Corp. The RDC. What did I say? Resource and
Madam Chair, that will be LOC and RDC.
Yes, I'm sorry. I was trying to, I'm sorry, I don't know what I was thinking. They approved the work session between Law and Order Committee and the Resources and Development Committee. I believe that this was on the issue of jurisdiction. RDC and LOC has had issues with the responsibilities of rangers and then also other departments and assisting Department of Public Safety. There was also the issue with the hemp here in the Northern Agency. And there are other jurisdictional questions that we run into. I believe there was also the drag racing that's taking place up at Nappy, and how Nappy Security Guard is trying to assist with that. So all of these jurisdictional questions that are coming up right now regarding RDC and also Law and Order Committee. So at this point, RDC did email this morning, and they stated that they are good with the RDC meeting for January 22nd at 9:00 a.m. The conference. However, we did get word from Hope McDonald Lone Tree that there would be a proposed, or there's a Nabik Eyatkit schedule for that day. So what this committee will do is go ahead and just vote for that day and return that information to RDC. And when we're ready to reschedule, we'll go ahead and make those adjustments again. So with that, committee members, are there any questions? Okay, can I go ahead and get a motion to approve the work session between Law and Order Committee and the Resources and Development Committee?
Motion, Vice Chair. I vote green. If I drop my call, so I vote green on it if you call for the question. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Otto So. And just for clarification, Lorraine, make sure that Honorable Otto So gets notice for voting green on this. Can I get a second?
Delegate James.
Honorable Vince James, second. So with that, we'll go ahead and proceed forward to the vote. Lorraine, can you assist us with the roll call vote, please?
Okay. Honorable Otto.
I vote green.
Honorable Vince James.
Delegate James, green.
Honorable Eugene So.
Thank you.
Okay, you have 3 in favor, 0 opposed, and 2 not voting. 1 is the chairwoman, and 1 is Edwin Yazzie, who is absent. Madam Chair, thank you.
Lorraine, just for the record, did you call Honorable Edmund Yazzie for the vote?
Yes, I did. I'm sorry. I think I did. Honorable Edmund Yazzie, how do you vote? Okay, with a vote of 3 in favor, 0 opposed, and 2 not voting. Thank you.
Okay, with that, committee members, we did approve the work session between Law and Order Committee and the Resources and Development Committee with a vote of 3 in favor, 0 opposed, 2 not voting. So with that, committee members, we're going to go ahead and move down to item number 8, close of the meeting. Before we ask for a motion, are there any announcements that need to be made at this time?
Madam Chair.
Honorable Otto So, go ahead.
Thank you. Just to I guess if we can, I just want to ask is if this current call-in number, an official Law and Order Committee call-in number, because we've been changing numbers. This morning I was scrambling around for numbers. So there's a different call-in number today. On the last call-in was we used the regular call-in number. So just want to know if we're going to be scrambling around jumping from numbers to numbers. But I would like to make sure that we do have one solid set of numbers, so we're not asking each other what's the call-in number for LOC. So thank you.
Thank you for that question, Honorable Otto. So that was why I was late getting onto the call this morning, was because I was scrambling for the numbers as well. And I know that Lorraine does post it on the agenda, which it was today. but I have in my phone the saved number from the previous numbers. I think this is the third time we've switched numbers now. Lorraine, can you get that information for us? And then can you send us a number where it's just the one tap dial-in? That makes it easier for the delegates, especially when we're on the road. It makes it easier for us to just do the one tap instead of having to call in the number, put in the meeting code, put in the participant code, put in the pass code. So if we just do the one tap, I know Byron does that all the time. So it's him, if you're listening, if you could help or assist Lorraine in making that possible for the Law and Order Committee members. And the other thing is the council, we have probably about 7 or 8 different numbers that we have to keep up with. And it does get really confusing, especially when somebody sends out an agenda and then it says, oh, correction on phone number, and then they send out a second number. It starts to get really confusing. And then also keeping in mind that delegates probably get between 100 to, sometimes 150 emails a day. So keeping up with those numbers does get a little bit hard. So if you could just send that to us, Lorraine, and then maybe it would be easier if you could just text us in the morning, Lorraine. Again, that way we can just do the one tap, and then it'll just connect us straight to LOC. So with that, committee members, the next announcement is just next week, January 25th through the 29th, is the Navajo Nation Council Winter Session. Per the code, no committee meetings can be happening, no subcommittee meetings can be going on during that time. So we are devoted to being at council all of next week. Committee members, are there any other announcements at this time?
Madam Chair, Charles Newton. This is
yes.
Delegate Daniel So.
Delegate So, good
in,
morning.
Oh, yeah, she has.
Delegate So, we did call your legislation number 0292-20. We are now at the close of the meeting. Unless a committee member would like to bring that legislation forward to hear it, because we already proceeded forward on the agenda. That is something that the committee members can do. Are you going to be requesting that at this time, Delegate Daniel So?
Yes, I am. If I could get members of LOC. It's a long-standing legislation, and I really feel like we need congressional folks to make sure it's part of the 2021 actions.
So with that,
Madam
committee
Chair,
members, there is a request to motion. Honorable Otto Sosa's motion will be to suspend the floor rules to bring legislation number 0292-20 back up on the agenda. Is that what your motion is, Honorable Otto So?
Yes.
Okay, with that, again, committee members, this is a motion to suspend the floor rules to bring legislation number 0292-20 back up on the agenda. We have not gotten a motion to adjourn, so I believe that we are in order with this motion to suspend the floor rules. So with that, committee members, can I get a second? Second call. I need a second. Honorable Vince James. Okay, with that, committee members, I don't think that, are there any questions or comments at this time to suspend the floor rules? All right, so with that, we'll go ahead and proceed forward to the vote. Lorraine, can you assist us with the vote to suspend the floor rules to bring legislation number 0292-20 back up on the agenda?
Okay, Otto So, how do you vote?
I vote green.
Honorable Vince James, how do you vote?
Delegate James votes green.
Honorable Eugene So, how do you vote?
Okay, Joe. Thank you.
Honorable Edmund Yazzie, how do you vote? Madam Chair, you have 3 in favor, 0 opposed, 2 not voting, 1 is the chairwoman, and 1 is absent. Edmund Yazzie, thank you.
Thank you for that, Lorraine. So with that, committee members, legislation number 0292-20 is on the agenda for a vote. Lorraine, can you read legislation number 0292-20 on the record?
Tracking number 0292-20, an action relating to health, education, human services, law and order, and Navajo Committee, supporting United States Senate Bill 290, the Native Youth and Tribal Officer Protection Act. And this has gone through Health, Education, Human Services Committee, and attached is the Exhibit A, which is the Senate Bill 290, and has gone through the 5-day comment, and there are no comments received. You'll see a test report attached. From here, it will go to Navajo Committee. Madam Chair.
Thank you for that, Reed. Committee members, the Native Youth and Tribal Officer Protection Act is it's a federal legislation that's being considered at this time. So we can go ahead and proceed to one of 2 ways. One is if there are no questions from any of the committee members, I'll go ahead and call for the motion, the second, and the vote. If there are questions, I'll go ahead and call for the motion, second, and we will proceed to have Delegate Daniel So present to this committee. So with that, committee members, I will ask, are there going to be any questions regarding the Native Youth and Tribal Officer Protection Act and the supporting United States Senate Bill 290, the Native Youth and Tribal Protection Act? Are there any questions on this?
Madam Chair, did you get a motion?
No, Lorraine, please. I just got finished explaining what I was going to do.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay, since I don't hear anything, can I get a motion for legislation number 0292-20?
I'll motion, Vice Chair.
Motion made by Honorable Otto So. Can I get a second?
Second.
Eugene So, second.
Second made by Honorable Eugene So. Since there are no questions or comments regarding this legislation, we'll go ahead and proceed forward to the vote. Lorraine, can you go ahead and assist us with the roll call vote, please?
Honorable Artiso, how do you vote?
I vote green.
Honorable Vince James, how do you vote?
Delegate James votes green.
Honorable Eugene So, how do you vote?
Okay, so thank you.
Honorable Edmund Yazzie, how do you vote? Madam Chair, with a vote of 3 in favor, 0 opposed, and 2 not voting. Thank you.
Okay, with that, committee members, legislation number 0292-20 hereby passes. A vote of 3 in favor, 0 opposed, 2 not voting. 1 is the chair and 1 is absent. Honorable Edmund Yazzie. Before we proceed forward to the next item on the agenda, would the delegate like to say, the sponsoring delegate like to say anything?
Hakushila, Siyaza, Honorable Chair Eugenia Charles Newton, Otto Vice Chair Otto So, and Shache Vince James, Otto Satilla, Eugene So. I had Quaggy, the Quaggy Sabe, Danahodi, I Sabi, London Sosni to Otto Kade Yati, Nasol Sosto, Navakiat hit, Batato non Sostolis, Asia, the nation what Aerolis. Though it was originally sponsored by Honorable Senator Tom Udall, Senator from Alaska, Lisa Murkowski, but they never had a hearing on it. And so with the new Congress, They'll be reintroducing this, and it is something that is sorely needed here on the Navajo Nation. Without a Kadini Listo, Hess committee, we have a work session going right now. Non-Kadeshni Dole for your support for this legislation. Without any Hasti Dole.
Delegate Daniel, thank you very much. So with that, your legislation does proceed forward. So we appreciate you taking the time to address this committee. So with that, committee members, we're going to go ahead and move down to adjournment. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion by Vice Chair.
Motion made by Honorable Otto So. Can I get a second?
Okay, see. Thank you.
Second made by Honorable Eugene So. So with that, committee members, this is the motion to adjourn. If there are no other questions, comments, or announcements that need to be made at this time, we'll go ahead and proceed forward to the vote. Lorraine, can you go ahead and assist us with the roll call vote, please?
Honorable Otto, how do you vote?
I vote green.
Honorable Vince James, how do you vote?
Delegate James votes green.
Honorable Eugene So, how do you vote?
Vote is due. Thank you.
Madam Chair, with the vote of 3 in favor, 0 opposed, and 2 not voting. Thank you.
Lorraine, did you call Honorable Edmund Yazzie on that roll call vote?
Honorable Edmund Yazzie, how do you vote? With the vote of 3 in favor, 0 opposed, and 2 not voting, Madam Chair.
Thank you for that, Lorraine. So with that, committee members, it is now 11:03. We are adjourned at this time, and we will hear from you all at the next February 2nd work session between LOC and Hess at 9:00 a.m. We'll also be listening to each other at Nabik Iatket. So with that, committee members, have a good day. Be safe out there and drive carefully if you're out driving. Have a good day, guys. Bye.